Hey guys, Dave and Len here. This is a review of Votes for Women. To be perfectly honest, they sent this to me, the manufacturer, to review. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, because I looked at the game and I was like, do people really like this game or they just like the theme? But I played it last night and played it today, and I could say, yeah, it's definitely a good game. It's a Twilight Struggle type game that's very easy to learn. I didn't find any errors in the rule book, and the reason for that, it looks like they had like a lot of people play test this, like almost half a page worth of people in the rule book, so I think that's why the rules are so good and there's no errors in them. But yeah, it's basically an influence cube game. You're trying to place influence cubes, and if you get near the end of the game 4 cubes on a space, that means that they'll vote in your favor. Or to win, you have to get the 18th Amendment out there by placing 6 congressional markers out, and then after that they count the spaces where you have 4 cubes. For the suffragists, they need to have 36 of those, and for the opposition, they need to have 13. And if they don't, then your cubes, every space with 4 more cubes gets replaced with a check mark if you're the suffragists, and if you're opposition, then they'll get replaced with an X. And as soon as the game will continue then, and every time a state gets filled with 4 cubes, they'll get either an X or a check mark, and so it will go until either 36 suffrage states have a check mark or 13 opposition ones do, and whichever of the two does is the victor. We played, and I thought I was in the lead, but then when we had final voting, I lost by basically 1 vote, so it was a really close game, but I thought I was going to win. That's the one thing about some of these Twilight Struggle type games, is sometimes you may think you're in the lead, and then near the end of the game you end up losing, so that's just the nature of the game. What'd you think of it?
Actually, I'm surprised how much I enjoyed this game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start with the negatives first. It's got a lot of cards, a lot of little wooden blocks and things, so it takes a while to set up and also put away. And the first time you play it, you'll be going slow because you'll be reading the cards. I mean, Emma Goldman was against women voting? Wow, that's something I didn't know. Or, Henry Cabot Lodge is against women's suffrage for some reason or something, so, But actually, if there was a problem I had, was there's so many choices that I didn't try for the strategy cards until halfway through the game because I didn't realize how important they would be. And but you have many choices, and so actually it's a good competitive game. I could see this is actually enjoyable in that regard. So as a competitive game, this is definitely a winner.
Yeah, and one thing, it's really easy to learn. Some Twilight Struggle type games like Labyrinth, those are difficult to learn. This is real easy. This is, out of all the Twilight Struggle clones I've played, this is by far the easiest to learn the rules, even easier than Fort Sumter. Actually, I like this game a little bit better than Fort Sumter, and I like that one a lot.
So... Okay, I'd recommend this.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, if you see it, pick it up. A lot of dealers carry it. I know when I was just at Little Wars, Enterprise Games had like 3 copies of this for sale. So have a good one, guys.
All right.